Welcome back, my friends. The Coliseum welcomes you. We are back in Standard with an old favorite, I Am Legend, particularly Esper Legends. There's a lot of other colors. I've gotten a lot of other gifts, but I wanted to start with Esper because one of the cards that really excited me the most, Rona, Herald of Invasion. So for 2 mana, you get a 1/3 whenever you cast a legendary spell. Untap Rona, Herald of Invasion. Tap, draw a card, discard a card. Definitely a very efficient little looter, but then for 5 mana and 2 life, or 5 mana and a black, we can transform Rona into a 5/5 Trampler. Whenever source deals damage to a Rona, Tolarian Obliterator. Source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, put it on the battlefield. Otherwise, you may cast it without paying its casting cost. An interesting little spin on the old Phyrexian Obliterator, but really, the back half is a perk. We may say it, we may not. We're here for the front half, because if you're playing a deck like I Am Legend, then, well, being able to untap Rona with legendary spells, it's a pretty powerful effect, especially when you combine it with something like Toulouse. I do not care about pronunciation. Whenever you discard one or more cards, exile them from your graveyard, and then when Toulouse dies, you put those cards into your hand. So not only will we be able to start burning through our deck, but you know what? We'll actually be able to maintain the cards we discard alongside things like Rafine, being able to connive X and that kind of stuff. It's just a nice little perk going along with Rona. Now, we gotta be very careful. There are exile effects out there. There are auras that deal with that. But right now, I've noticed a lot of things are targeted burn, targeted damage spells, destroy effects. You know, not too many exiles, although Sunfall is potentially an issue. And we'll get to that in a second. Aside from that, the deck's going to look very similar to as we remember. We got Skrill, Thalia. My removal of choice here is Go for the Throat. I only have 2 because we also have Urtai Resurrected alongside 2 Aganjo, Seed of the Empire, and 2 Adawara, since these things are reduced and very handy. It's nice to have multiples, because you can play one as a land, keep one in your hand as a removal spell of sorts. Very, very handy things to have. However, the one addition that is unfortunately not legendary is Obscura Interceptor. Now, I personally love this card, especially in best of 3. I feel like it fills a very important purpose of tempo, and having lifelink and flash against mono red comes in handy even with only 1 toughness, or potentially 2, I should say, but it dies to all forms of burn regardless. So I've got Obscura Interceptor here to really combat, honestly, to combat Sunfall. Sunfall is probably the scariest card we can think of, because all of our things don't mind being destroyed. A lot of them have triggers that happen when they die, but exiling them, that will leave a mark. So I'm hoping Obscura Interceptor will allow us to leave open the perfect response to them trying to tap out for a Sunfall at a moment of need, because we also have Thalia slowing it down, to bounce it back to their hand to allow us to swing for lethal. Guaranteed? Not in the slightest. It might be a better idea to consider counter spells or, you know, a sideboard, but since we're in best of 1, we're not going to worry about that. Now, aside from the Rona interaction, you know, everything else here, like I said, very similar to what we've seen in the past. I'm down to just 1. Ow! Because honestly, I had to trim some things to make space for my Obscura Interceptors. I trimmed 1 Shelly, 1 Ow, and then my Ludovics for Ronas and Obscura Interceptors. But we shall see how this goes, my friends. If this is your first time at the Coliseum, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. I'm popping up every now and again as soon as I can get away from the feds. Then I will happily hop on here, and I do love doing other formats. We'll probably do some limited later, because the draft format looks pretty saucy this time around. But as I say, feel free, come back to the Coliseum whenever you like. You never know what you might find, but that is enough babbling for me. Let's get to the games. Oh, I mean, absolutely. We're on the play. We got Skrill turn 1 into Rona turn 2. Have the ability to protect her. Yes, protect her. Skrill is dead. Oh, I thought that was going to be a cut down. Yep. Whiff. Whiffy, whiffy, whiff. Sorry, homie. No non-creature, non-land spells here, so nice peek. Actually, peek lets you draw cards, so it's not even peek. We'll probably loot something away here, but we'll see how this goes. Tenacious Underdog, you got him. What do we draw? Oh, that's a good one. He's seeing everything in our hand. There's not really anything I want to do just now, so you know what? We're just going to go ahead and pass. Probably have to take 3 on this one, but I'd rather just hold up removal. Duress. Unfortunate. Bankbuster. You got him. I'll be taking 3 here, it seems. Oh, I am not. Do we want to loot end of turn? Sure. So he's got something. Let's discard the other Rona. Don't need more. My turn. Interesting. Okay, there's a Coilos. Let's get our loot on here. I probably should have looted prior to playing the land, but we'll see what we find. Rafine is interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna go with Shelly here. Untap Rona. And let's... Do we want to loot again? No, not yet. Probably should have held the Aganjo. Maybe discarded the Obscure Interceptor instead, but... You know what? We'll see. Oh, mono black. He did. Just gonna go ahead and give him hexproof now while we can. I figured if he had a removal spell, he would have responded with it there. But in this case, he has to wait. I'm debating if I want to loot end of turn. I see no reason not to. Let's draw an extra card here. Skrill, huh? That allows us to double spell next turn. I kind of want to keep the Owl, but I like the combo of Rafine and thing. We could just bitch the Interceptor, but then that allows us... Well, either way, he's going to be able to kill the Shelly on upkeep, so I think we're okay with that. But then again, the Interceptor will do a good job of stopping the potential... Can't remember what I'm thinking of here. Here we go. Let's go ahead and bounce it. This stops the potential invoke. And allows us to get a swing in. Another Interceptor. Yeah, this could be a nice little tempo play. Because now if he wants to kill the Shelly on his turn, nice. He won't be able to potentially, you know, hit us with that Invoke Despair that we know is coming. Boop! Play the Synchro Cross, pass the turn. Go for it, homie. He does it, we'll loot in response. He might just go for the Invoke. If that's the case, we'll probably loot. Let's go ahead and loot, get that extra 2 life in here, see what we draw. Or then we'll probably just drop Owl. All depends, though. Yeah, it's just that. Gain that extra life. Hold up the Interceptor. Boop. Does a good job blocking. He's down to 2 cards in hand. We've done a nice little job here of just sticking around. Let's go for the loop. That's an interesting thought. Is that a sorcery? Yeah. Be nice if it wasn't. Do we want to commit to it? He's got 3 mana open. Nah, let's go for out. Actually, you know what? I will loot. Ooh, Adawara is interesting. Let's get rid of Rafine here. Hold up the Soaring City. Now, do I want to get in for 4? I kind of do. Get Tenacious Underdog off the battlefield, or we just, you know what? I think we could just bounce him next turn. Otherwise, yeah, let's get in. What's the worst that could happen, right? I was gonna say we could just bounce him next turn with Adawara, but then he can just pop the Reckoner Bankbuster in response. This way, we do a nice little trade, and he can't activate the Bankbuster. Yep. And then we'll see about transforming this Rona next turn. Zzz. Okay. Yep. Rona's doing a nice job of protecting us from a potential Invoke Despair. But if he kills the Owl, which he is, yep. Let's see what we find. Well, I think we'll go for the double spell. I'm just gonna discard the land, just in case some shenanigan happens here with the a removal spell in response. This is pretty cool, because now we got the Rona Toulouse combo. So he kills that Toulouse, well, we know what happens. We can hold up Adawara and Obscura Interceptor next turn, which is fantastic. Sure. Let's pitch Denick. Zoop. Yep. Go for it, homie. No, go for it, homie. Interesting. I gotta pay 3 life to be able to bounce, but tell you what, he's tapped out now. This seems like a fantastic time to make a 5/5. What do you guys think? Let's get in for 5, shall we? Do I want to get in with Toulouse? Just force the trade here. No, because it won't trade. He'll just activate Reckoner Bankbuster. Silly. Let's get in for 5. Kablam! And I'm still just going to hold the Adawara. We'll hold the Denick as well. If he hits me with any kind of discard spells, Toulouse will protect us, and Skrell will be sitting here to protect everything else. So show me what you got, homie. He's at a potential 8, but if he goes in for 3, we will crack back, fool. Got it. Tolarian Obliterator. Love it. Graveyard Trespasser. Seems reasonable. So he's going up to 6 here. Yep. Got him. He's got 1 mana open. What's he got for us? What am I more scared of? The Trespasser or the Flesh Gorger? Probably the... No, I can't bounce the Trespasser. Well, I'll have to discard a card, but that's not a big deal. Ooh, or I could just deal with both of them, huh? He's got 1 in hand. So let's see here. If he's got a cut down... Well, it shouldn't matter, because we're just going to bounce 1 and kill the other. So let's see what happens, shall we? We'll go ahead and hit the Trespasser with... I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to have to hit one of them, so... Might as well hit the Trespasser. Oh, actually, it does matter, because I should have hit the Flesh Gorger, because if this backfires, then I won't be able to actually stop the Gorger from coming back up, but, you know. It shouldn't backfire, because I have Skrelv, so this should not backfire. This should be game. Thank you. Good game, opponent. Good game. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, that's a definite keep. Our opponent, apparently our arena was just not having a good time, and it reset. All right, so we got Denick into Thalia into Denick, or vice versa. Let's see what he's got as his 2-drop. Recruitment Officer, so I think I'm just gonna go with Thalia here, because I'd rather have Thalia gobbled up than Denick. And then we're just gonna curve straight out through Shelly. Siege Veteran, sure. Gets in with both, hits us with 4, block there. We know what this is all about this. He gets his 1/1. Ow. Interesting. Keep on curve. Well, he has his first strike, but he does have exile effects. Could either double spell next turn. Well, we actually want him to stop the Denick if at all possible. No attacks here. We go straight into Shelly. Here comes the... Oh, well, Obscura Interceptor just got worse. 4/3, huh? That's unfortunate. We could double block, but I just... Okay, let's double block. Yep. Takes out the Thalia. Oh, he takes out both of them, of course. Yeah, might as well just take them out. Unfortunately, now we are vulnerable to the exile effect, which, let's see if he's just got the curve. Oh, nope, he's got lay down arms. Ooh, boy. And the veteran. I think we are screwed. Okay. Yes, opponent. Very good. Wow. How garbage-tastic is that one? Okay, you know what? Well, I guess I shouldn't just concede. I mean, we may just be dead. I think we're just dead, though, right? So we got double creatures, double blacks. Okay, well, I guess we got disconnected for a reason. Wow. Didn't even need the exile effect. Oh, well, yeah, I guess he did. I'm on the play with this garbage. We hit a land. It's not the worst. Let's try something better. Okay, that's better. We'll go ahead and put a, do we need that many plazas? We just need one black source. We got turn 1 plaza, turn 2 Rona, turn 3. We've got a black source. Do we need a white source better or a blue source? Spirit Interceptor. You know what, let's just... No, we can't do that. Yeah, let's just put a plaza of heroes on the bottom. Is that a better idea in case we draw something? Yeah. Got the Rona to Lowe's combo. Oh boy. I thought for sure there was a cut down coming. Nope. Dead. You got him. We're gonna go to Lowe's and try to hit a. I was gonna say try to hit a land for the double spell next turn. Almost had the combo. Good news is that Go for the Throat will be back at any given point. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's start with the attack. He's got something. Land. Let's go Thalia. Ah, very good. All right. So, what do we not want to happen? Do we not want to die here? Let's go Rona. If we hit a land, we can transform her, which is pretty scary. But if he's got the, he doesn't. So if he has the Brotherhood's End, then... Let's loot. See what we hit here. Another Thalia. Let's get rid of that. Let's... If we go Denic, we can't give anybody... We'll go post-combat Denic here. That way we can hold a Plaza of Heroes. I'm actually just debating on leaving the mana open to protect something with Plaza of Heroes over playing the second or playing the Denic, because if he has some kind of sweeper here, nah, let's just YOLO it. Oh, hold on. Okay, hopefully they are quiet here for a moment. No! Got him. What costs burning down the house, perhaps? Bloodtide Harvester. Sure. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's loot. Don't need another Toulouse. Raffine, you say? Let's loot again. No, I'm gonna hit the land. Now we're drawing a bunch of cards with this Toulouse. Nice little insurance policy. Let's go Thalia. That way if he's got something like a make disappear, then it cuts it off. Let's just take the free loop. Why not? We'll discard whatever we draw, but the Toulouse will... Okay. I was gonna say, the Toulouse will scoop it up, and then if he had some kind of removal spell, he could either use it then to cost us a card, but then we draw 4 off of our Clever Conductor, or we'll just add another card under him so that if anything ever happens to him, it's another card. So there's no reason not to take the free draw, even if it's at a later point. IMO. Oh, absolutely. Got a nice little curve into Loran. We can pretty much Let's see who's going to be better, Thalia or Dennick. Probably Dennick. Let's go Dennick. Wait, he's got to have... Actually, there shouldn't be a removal spell that kills him? I don't think, is there? Oh, yeah, the Lithomancer one. That kills him. Interesting. Lightning Strike won't do... Oh, yes, it will. Duh. But that's okay. Because if I play the Thalia, he can just Lightning Strike in response. I was combining the Dennick and the Thalia. Yep, there's the Lightning Strike. You got him. We're just going to go ahead and go... Thalia. It may seem silly, but we could have snuck in 2 damage, because worst case scenario, he could just do the Lightning Strike in response to the Thalia. So waiting until second main or playing it during first main didn't entirely matter too much. Phoenix Chick. Go team Phoenix Chick. Wow. Ow. Okay. Let's get in. And let's go Shelly. Now, next turn, we're probably going to bring back Dennick, potentially Loran. Ooh, well, now we got a game. Definitely got to bring back Dennick now. I'll take half of that life back. Oh, wait, actually, I'm so dumb. Yeah, just Loran of the third path, that fool. Bzz. Loran and Shelly is a pretty fun little combo, isn't it? Am I going to do anything with this? I am not. Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. If he's got anything hasty, which he doesn't, then we got a Ganjo, so I am not afraid. Nice. Man, it has been a really good day for our draws. And being on the play definitely doesn't hurt either. That's awesome. You gotta be able to say this has been a good day for draws, you know? Because I mean, and that was a mistake. I should have played the Chrome Cross. There was no reason to do that aside from excitement of playing Plaza of Heroes, because now I'm off for my Interceptor. That was dumb. Anywho, you gotta take the good and the bad, and every day that you say, man, it's a crappy day for draws, you gotta be able to say, hey, you know what? That was a good day for draws. Let's make him play the ward. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake, because of course now I can't Interceptor next turn. Huge mistake on my part. But the Skrelv is tapped. Yeah, gotta keep that in mind. I should have sequenced my lands better if I'd have just gone triple Chrome Cross, but then again, I wouldn't have been able to play the Rafine, so it's one of those things. Oh, my dogs have gone crazy again. Up, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You, what are you doing? Come here. Come on, up. You can do it. Come on, up. Come on, opponent's thinking, hurry. Ooh, Blood Tithe Harvester. No response, sir. Hey, you be nice. You all be nice, even to each other. All right, well, tell you what, let's go ahead and let's get in first. Let's look at some options here. Oh, he's a good pup. You can't see him because he's right here. She's a good pup. Mwah! Her name is Liliana. What are the odds? Let's go ahead and put it on the Rafine. Get this damage through what we can. All he's got open is a Plaza of Heroes. If he goes for the cut down again, of course. Well, it doesn't matter. We can't do it. Ooh. Ditch it. Ditch it. Is he taking it? He is indeed. In that case, we're just going to play Plaza of Heroes and pass. I'm going to hold up Interceptor and do the double spell next turn. Yes. Had to double check. I always forget Plaza of Heroes. It has the ability to add only to cast legendary spells, Tubbathy, but it also adds mana of a legendary permanent you control. So it can make the black mana for an obscure Interceptor right now. And that might be Scoopsville, but we'll see what opponent's got and how crazy it is. He goes for the Harvester on the Skrelv. What do we want to protect? Yeah, let's just play it one step at a time. Okay, okay. You quit licking me. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? Lily's a good puppy. She's licking my arm. Joe, let's put this just a little bit so we can see you. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's a good puppy. Is that Double D? Oh, there's the other one. Come here. Come here. Oh, there he is. There's Tubbs. Lily and Tubbs. Lily and Tubbs. Okay. I gotta play Magic. I can't just play. I just cannot just play with puppies all day. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to. All right, what we got? Yes, that is reasonable. He ain't dead. He goes for an additional removal spell. Brotherhood's End. How's about no? You can do that maybe next turn. Don't need a tap land. I'll let you do that next turn. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We might have lethal here. Alright, so let's see here. 5, 8. Got to attack with 4 creatures in order to try to get lethal. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, because the Plaza of Heroes doesn't do anything, so let's go with the Interceptor. Alright, need some non-land cards here. Oh, I think we're short. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wait, you know what? I think that might be just Xaxes. We got Plaza of Heroes open. Oh, it feels so good. Thank you, Skrelv. You made the difference. All right, and we are back, and I mean, that was looking pretty sweet if you ask me. I had no complaints. Granted, you could argue that that might have been the best set of draws we've had in a while. We mulliganed, what, once? It was a pretty perfect curve of 1, 2, 3. We had plenty of stuff to do in the early game. We had plenty of protection, and I thought Interceptor did his job perfectly. Yeah, I'm glad I stuck those in. I really love that card, you know? It's just a great tempo play, plus the lifelink and all that good stuff. But more than that, Rona was fantastic. We got to see the Tolarian Obliterator once as well, and the rest of the deck was as smooth as a butter. Soldiers, that matchup was a little embarrassing. I feel like we could have potentially done all right. Maybe I should not have double blocked the one dude. That was probably a punt. But at the same time, man, that was just rough. That was rough. Oof. Yeah, well, soldiers with a perfect curve will pretty much kill anybody. You know, truth be told. Plus, I think, yeah, being on the play and the draw in that matchup matters too. But other than that, I mean, I didn't feel threatened at all during any of those matchups. It was pretty awesome. It really was. Wow. Well, I guess as far as changes go, I won't think I'd change anything. I mean, you could cut the Resurrected for the 4th Interceptor, but the Resurrected is good as a removal spell as well, in addition to being a similar counter spell, so I say you keep it, plus it, of course, fits the legendary theme. And Talaz alongside Rona alongside Shelly. I mean, it was just fantastic. So, hey, man, this is a pretty sweet-looking best of one deck. I think we should revisit this. Otherwise, we could revisit something similar, maybe Bant. Well, what would we lose? We'd lose this pile, and this pile, and this pile. And what did we get? The Magpie stuff. You know what? I'll look at that. Maybe Bant is worth checking out, because Rona's pretty darn sweet either way. All right, my friends. I think that's enough for today. I will see everybody later.